There's a bustle in the sunlight. There's a bossa in the starlight. If you listen with your eyes, you're curled up against my pillow, counting worries instead of sheep. I can hear your restless turning in the rustle of the sheets. I don't try to talk you out of everything your mind replays. I just start a gentle pattern with my fingers on your arm, thumb and pinky like a metronome, keeping slow and simple time. I hum softly with the rhythm, barely vowels, mostly air. Your inhale begins to follow like a tide that finds the moon, and the tightness in your shoulders melts a little with each phrase. Let this be our stars of Bossa, tiny lullaby in skin. No big chorus, no big ending, just a sway toward quieter. If tomorrow needs your courage, it can borrow it from now, while you sink into this softness and the sky hums low above. You mumble half-awake confessions, little fragments of your day. I press kisses on your forehead like I'm smoothing wrinkled sheets. Outside cars are distant percussion, someone laughs 3 floors below. But inside our small apartment all the sound is hush. And you, I will keep this slow progression for the nights you can't switch off. Play it gently down your back like a song that knows your name. And when I'm the one who's restless, staring holes into the dark, please return this quiet bossa to the constellation of my ribs. Let this be our stars of bossa, tiny lullaby in skin. No big chorus, no big ending, just a sway toward quieter. If tomorrow needs your courage, it can borrow it from now, while you sink into this softness and the sky hums low above. There's a bossa in the starlight, if you listen with your eyes. The band is barely louder than the thoughts inside my chest. We're tucked into the corner where the light forgets to reach. Just a single little candle doing overtime for 2. Piano finds a simple pattern, nothing flashy, nothing big. And your fingers tap the table in the same slow 1, 2, 3, 3. Leaning to ask, what's this one? I don't know the proper name, so I call it how you're looking at me right now in this booth. This is our quiet song, even if it's not about us. We will borrow every chord till it sounds like we belong. No one hears it quite like we do, with your knee pressed into mine and the hush between our sentences, keeping perfect, gentle time. Waiter laughs at some bad pun. From a table near the door, sax player takes a tiny breath and decides to stay and rest. No one's trying to be epic, no one's clamoring for more. And I realize in this moment that my heart is doing fine. Ooh, this is our quiet song. Even if it's not about us, we will borrow every chord till it sounds like we belong. No one hears it quite like we do. With your knee pressed into mine and the hush between our sentences, keeping perfect, gentle time. Years from now, if it comes on through a tinny cafe speaker, we might stop and share a glance, knowing no one else can hear. How the booth came back in focus, how the candle found our hands, how the whole world shrank to softly singing, I am safe with you. This is our quiet song. Even if it's not about us, we will borrow every chord till it sounds like we belong. No one hears it quite like we do. With your knee pressed into mine and the hush between our sentences, keeping perfect, gentle time. The band is barely louder than the thoughts inside my chest. We planned to go inside, but the threshold stole the show. Your hand was already turning on the handle on the night. Some slow track from down the hall was spilling out into the stairwell. You looked back to check, I followed. I looked up to check the stars. Somewhere in that doubly glance, we both chose a different beat. You said one song and we'll move, but your feet forgot that plan. Found a gentle back and forth right there on the welcome mat. This is our slow dance in the doorway, halfway in and halfway home. We don't need a crowded dance floor when the world fits in this frame. Just your fingers at my waist, just the whole way breathing soft, and a quiet swaying rhythm, keeping time with how we feel. Keys still dangling from your wrist, like they're waiting for their cue. Coat still sliding off your shoulder, like the night's not fully on. I can feel the distant chorus from some room we may not reach, but I'm happy in this intro that decided to be main. This is our slow dance in the doorway, halfway in and halfway home. We don't need a crowded dance floor when the world fits in this frame. Just your fingers at my waist, just the whole way stranger's little set turned a strip of worn-out carpet into something almost holy. This is our slow dance in the doorway, halfway in and halfway home. We don't need a crowded dance floor when the world fits in this frame. Just your fingers at my waist, just the hallway breathing soft, and a quiet swaying rhythm, keeping time with how we feel. We planned to go inside, but the threshold stole the show. We don't need the real moon show, and I can draw one just for you. Streetlight sneaks through broken blinds, painting silver on your hair. There's a tiny glowing crescent right across your tired cheek. You call it bad apartment lighting, I call it evidence of grace. 'Cause even in this messy bedroom, something gentle chose your face. So I cup my hand above you, like I'm framing what I see, and I whisper little nothings till they start to sound like prayers. There's a soft moon over your pillow, even if it's just this lamp, and my chest becomes a nightlight when you curl into its shade. We can let the clock keep moving while our bodies stay right here in a tiny sleepy cosmos made of heartbeat, breath and sheet. You admit your brain runs louder right before it's meant to rest, stacking worries in the corner like they're boxes we can't move. I suggest we shrink them smaller till they're stars and not the sky. Let the jazz from some far window be the orbit round our bed. You don't have to fix the future with your forehead on this case. You can leave it on the dresser next to keys and folded clothes. There's a soft moon over your pillow, even if it's just this lamp, and my chest becomes a nightlight when you curl into its shade. We can let the clock keep moving while our bodies stay right here in a tiny sleepy cosmos made of heartbeat, breath and sheet. If you wake up in the dark with a fear you can't quite name, I'll remind you of this evening where the universe was small, and the biggest thing that mattered was the way you finally sighed when you let your weight surrender to this mattress and my arms. There's a soft moon over your pillow, even if it's just this lamp, and my chest becomes a nightlight when you curl into its shade. We can let the clock keep moving while our bodies stay right here in a tiny sleepy cosmos made of heartbeat, breath and sheet. We don't need the real moon showing, I can draw one just for you. Press flower philosophy between the pages of a book we've seen 1,000 times without a thought of what that summer garden brought. You press the bloom on page 212, a secret from the garden shelf of who you were that afternoon when life was ripe as any bloom. Pressed flower philosophy so dear, keeping beauty past its season here. Every petal flat and dry holds the summer's last goodbye. In the book where blossoms wait, love preserves what would dissipate. You speak of seasons let to pass without a pressed bloom under glass. The beauty wasted, left to fade. No archive of the love you made. I hand you now the heavy tome and say, press everything you've known. The good and golden we should keep before the turning seasons reap. Press flower philosophy so dear, keeping beauty past its season here. Every petal flat and dry holds the summer's last goodbye. In the book where blossoms wait, love preserves what would dissipate. I tell of gardens I let go, convinced that beauty had to show its proof in living color bright, not fragile parchment shade of white. You open to a pressed rose brown and say what time has taken down still holds the shape of what it was. Love preserved without a clause. Our books will fill with seasons pressed of what we loved and loved the best. A library of flat pressed days that hold the shape of all our ways. Our grandkids turn the fragile leaves and learn from what a life believes, worth pressing past its bloom and prime, that love is stronger even than time. Pressed flower philosophy so dear, keeping beauty past its season here. Every petal flat and dry holds the summer's last goodbye. In the book where blossoms wait, love preserves what would dissipate. If love is flower pressed to page, preserved across the turning age, then let our books forever hold the blooms that time could not withhold. Pressed flower philosophy. Porch light takes a second, but it always finds its glow. You walk me to the gate like always, hand shoved in your jacket sleeves. We've been laughing all the way here about a joke that's almost gone. Then the moment stretches thinner, like the air forgot its role. I can feel the unsaid questions hovering between our shoes. You reach up to tap the switch, porch light flickers once then twice, and the way you look at me matches how the bulb warms up. You're my slow porch light, takes a minute but you glow. Never rushing into brightness, never blinding where I stand. You just stand there in the doorway, letting feelings take their time, till this little patch of night feels like somewhere I belong. You ask, let me know you're home safe, with that half-pretending tone. I say only if you promise you'll be here when I write back. It's a small and simple bargain, but it settles in my chest like a key that fits a lock I'd forgotten that I had. You're my slow porch light, takes a minute but you glow. Never rushing into brightness, never blinding where I stand. You just stand there in the doorway, letting feelings take their time, till this little patch of night feels like somewhere I belong. Someday when we share a doorway and the keys are both our own, I hope we still flip that switch for each other when we're late. Leave a little glow of welcome when the day's been too much weight, so we know before hello we're already halfway held. You're my slow porch light, takes a minute but you glow. Never rushing into brightness, never blinding where I stand. You just stand there in the doorway, letting feelings take their time, till this little patch of night feels like somewhere I belong. The porch light takes a second, but it always finds its glow. I wore Sunday shoes, you wore jazz club confidence. I'm more used to church hall stages, open mics and wooden pews. You're more used to velvet curtains, low red lights and late start times. But tonight we share this platform, someone left in 3/4 time. You count softly 1, 2, 3 now, and my feet decide to trust. I bring simple, honest verses, you bring chords that curve inside, and the room feels less like either, more like somewhere new instead. These are Sunday shoes on a jazz floor, and it feels surprisingly right. We're a hymn and a slow standard, finding common ground in air. If I stumble just smile and pull me through. I'm not lost, I'm just still learning how to hold your kind of grace. You improvise a little flourish, I forget my next clean line. We both laugh and catch each other with a look that says it's fine. I suggest we strip it back. You suggest we keep the swing. And in that small compromise is the seed of everything. These are Sunday shoes on a jazz floor, and it feels surprisingly right. We're a hymn and a slow stander, finding common ground in air. If I stumble on a turnaround, you just smile and pull me through. I'm not lost, I'm just still learning how to hold your kind of grace. One day if we play this number in a room that knows us well, they might clap for how it sounds. We'll be clapping for the start, for this night of slightly awkward, beautifully imperfect steps, where we chose to keep on moving instead of going back alone. These are Sunday shoes on a jazz floor, and it feels surprisingly right. We're a hymn and a slow standard, finding common ground in air. If I stumble on a turnaround, you just smile and pull me through. I'm not lost, I'm just still learning how to hold your kind of grace. I wore Sunday shoes, you wore jazz club confidence. We said we'd only stay an hour, but the sun forgot to move. You're reading half a paperback, I'm chasing shapes in condensation on a sweating glass of something sweet. We keep stealing lazy glances. There's a palm tree drawing patterns on your arm and on my knees, and the breeze keeps turning pages. Even when you're not quite done, nothing urgent on the schedule, so our thoughts can wonder why. You say, tell me something small that you've never told me yet. This is our daydream under your palm tree, where the shade feels made for two. We imagine silly futures painted in this Bossa light. If the real world needs us later, it can wait another song. 'Cause right now I'm only busy getting lost inside your eyes. We plan lives on other coastlines. No, we'll never move, but still you'll teach surfing to the tourists. I'll sell postcards that we draw. You decide your palm tree shadow is our secret second home, a crowded and the to-do lists grow loud. We can close our eyes a minute and come back to this slow scene. Feel the flicker of that shadow, hear the rustle of these leaves, and remember how it felt to have nothing else but us. This is our daydream under your palm tree, where the shade feels made for two. We imagine silly futures painted in this Bossa light. If the real world needs us later, it can wait another song. 'Cause right now I'm only busy getting lost inside your eyes. We said we'd only stay an hour, but the sun forgot to move. I've been circling three small words, like a plane that won't quite land. I keep finding softer phrases to disguise what's really there. You're my favorite kind of quiet. This whole week's been better, you. Every time you touch my wrist, just to bring me back to now. Something in my chest repeats what my lips keep editing. I don't wanna wreck the pacing of this slow and careful song, but the melody inside me is already on that note. I'm almost saying I love you every time I say your name, in the way my voice turns tender, on the vows you carry home. You might hear it, you might not yet, in the pauses and the tone, but my heart is well ahead of the script we're reading from. You describe your latest worries with that half-embarrassed smile, like you're sorry for existing with a brain that feels too much. I reply with quiet sentences and a touch that says much more. 'Cause the truth behind my comfort is I want your storms as mine. Someday I will let it out in a line that lands just right, but tonight I'm letting music be the closest kind of hint. I'm almost saying I love you every time I say your name, in the way my voice turns tender, on the vows you carry home. You might hear it, you might not yet, in the pauses and the tone, but my heart is well ahead of the script we're reading from. When I finally say it plainly, it might sound quite matter-of-fact. No big speech or nervous shaking, just a truth that's overdue. And you'll realize you've been hearing every draft of that small line in 100 softer versions, set to slow and gentle jazz. I'm almost saying I love you every time I say your name, in the way my voice turns tender, on the vows you carry home. You might hear it, you might not yet, in the pauses and the tone, but my heart is well ahead of the script we're reading from. I've been circling three small words, like a plane that won't quite land. The room goes blurry around the edges every time your mouth turns up. Voices blend into a texture, clinking glasses, low soft tracks. Somebody is telling stories I should probably listen to, but your grin keeps changing shadows on the gentle curve of glass, and my brain decides its headline is "Look how good you look tonight." I pretend to check my phone just to hide how hard I stare, but the glow across your cheekbones gives the whole small secret away. I'm in soft focus on your smile, like the rest is background haze. Every little tilt and twitch feels like jazz against this beat. We don't need a bigger moment for my heart to lean this far. I just need this quiet angle where the light agrees with me. You lean in to saying nothing, some small comment about dessert, and the band behind our table hits a warm suspended chord. I can't tell if it's on purpose or the universe in sync. Either way, my chest is answering with a softer kind of swing. I'm in soft focus on your smile, like the rest is background haze. Every little tilt and twitch feels like jazz against this beat. We don't need a bigger moment for my heart to lean this far. I just need this quiet angle where the light agrees with me. If the night gets loud or heavy, we can always come back here to the memory of this half laugh caught in gentle amber sound. And I'll know that I am lucky every time the music finds that exact same easy brightness in the corner of your lips. I'm in soft focus on your smile, like the rest is background haze. Every little tilt and twitch feels like jazz against this beat. We don't need a bigger moment for my heart to lean this far. I just need this quiet angle where the light agrees with me. The room goes blurry round the edges every time your mouth turns up. I learned your name in daylight, but it sounds best after 10. On my tongue it turns to velvet, drops in pitch and slows its pace. I don't add a lot of flourish, I just let the letters rest. Every time I say it quiet, in the pocket of this groove, I can feel my own heart answer, like it recognizes home. I don't need to add I love you for my meaning to be clear. Not when all my tone is doing what the words are scared to claim. Your name in a low voice is my favorite kind of prayer. Not to heaven, just to you, sitting inches from my glass. I could write 1,000 metaphors, but I'd rather speak you plain. Wrap the syllables in softness and let music hold the rest. People talk across our table, clapping lightly between tunes. No one hears the way I say you, just beneath the public hum. I lean in to comment something small about the drummer's feel, but I tuck your name around it like a ribbon on the phrase. You look down and hide a smile, like you heard the subtext loud, even though my volume barely cleared the rim of my own drink. Your name in a low voice is my favorite kind of prayer. Not to heaven, just to you, sitting inches from my glass. I could write 1,000 metaphors, but I'd rather speak you plain. Wrap the syllables in softness and let music hold the rest. Someday when we're home and tired, and the world is less like jazz, I will still say you this gently in the kitchen after 10. Over dishes, over laundry, over all the unromantic. 'Cause the magic's in the saying, not the backdrop or the crowd. Your name in a low voice is my favorite kind of prayer. Not to heaven, just to you, sitting inches from my glass. I could write 1,000 metaphors, but I'd rather speak you plain. Wrap the syllables in softness and let music hold the rest. I learned your name in daylight, but it sounds best after 10. Sleep well never felt big enough, so I wrote more ways to say it. Goodnight to the part of you that tried too hard to please the room. Goodnight to the tiny voice that kept score of every flaw. Goodnight to the tight drawn shoulders holding storms you couldn't name. Goodnight to the tired feet that walk circles round the day. Let each phrase fall like a feather on the places that still ache, till your body starts believing it can hand the night to me. This is good night in every line, folded into whispered jazz. You can wrap yourself in syllables till the last of you lets go. Rest now, love, you've done enough. Nothing urgent in this room. I will keep on finding language till you're sleeping through the bridge. Goodnight to the frown you wear when you think I'm not around. Goodnight to the half-formed plans trying to outrun time itself. Goodnight to the what-if reel playing behind both your eyes. Goodnight to the fear of falling into dreams without a net. Every time the brushes whisper, take it as another kiss from a world that isn't asking anything of you right now. This is good night in jazz. You can wrap yourself in syllables till the last of you lets go. Rest now, love, you've done enough. Nothing urgent in this room. I will keep on finding language till you're sleeping through the bridge. And if morning leaves you doubting whether all this care was real, we can press play on this lullaby and rewind to how it felt when 100 tiny blessings tuck themselves around your frame, like a choir of quiet wishes singing, stay, you're welcome here. This is good night in every line, folded into whispered jazz. You can wrap yourself in syllables till the last of you lets go. Rest now, love, you've done enough. Nothing urgent in this room. I will keep on finding language till you're sleeping through the bridge. Sleep well never felt big enough, so I wrote more ways to say it. I wait until the snare is brushing, so my truth can land in silk. You're counting softly with your fingers on the underside of the bar, 1 and 2 in little tap dance no one else will ever see. I'm pretending not to notice, but I'm lining up my nerve with a moment right between where the rhythm kisses air. 'Cause I know if I say it on the strong and certain beat, it will sound too big, too final for this fragile kind of night. So I whisper on the offbeat where the music only sighs. You're the safest I have felt, half a breath from your left ear. If you smile and stay in tempo, I'll know you received it whole. Tucked it somewhere next to Heartline where the symbols never reach. You answer with a simple not a word but so much weight. Eyes still focused on the band, hands still marking time in air. Then you shift your tapping pattern till it subtly includes my name, like you folded what I told you into how you hear this song. No one else would catch the change in the tiny notes you keep, but my chest hears every accent as a promise not to run. So I whisper on the offbeat where the music only sighs. You're the safest I have felt, half a breath from your left ear. If you smile and stay in tempo, I'll know you received it whole. Tucked it somewhere next to Heartline where the symbols never reach. If the night turns loud tomorrow and we trip on bigger fights, I will think about this measure where my fear came out so small and you met it without flinching. Kept the groove and kept my hand, letting love live in the faintest little syncopated hush. So I whisper on the offbeat where the music only sighs. You're the safest I have felt, half a breath from your left ear. If you smile and stay in tempo, I'll know you received it whole. Tucked it somewhere next to Heartline where the symbols never reach. I wait until the snare is brushing, so my truth can land in silk. I've sung these words for other people. They never hit me quite like this. I'm halfway through a fragile verse that I wrote years before you, about someone who was careless with the soft parts of my heart. You're just sitting at a table, but the way you lean and breathe makes each lyric feel more naked than it ever has on stage. Every nod you give in rhythm tells me yes, I'm really here. And it scares me how it matters that you hear the lines I hide. The way you listen hurts in a good way, like a light on every bruise. Not to shame the fact they're there, but to help them finally heal. I can feel my own voice shaking on the names I never said, and your eyes stay soft and steady, like they're holding every note. After when the band plays louder, I come join you in the dark. You don't start with clever praise, you just ask me how I feel. No one ever asked that question after that particular song. They just talked about the melody and the range I had to hit. I say it still kind of stings and expect you to deflect, but you meet it like it's weather. We can stand beneath a while. The way you listen hurts in a good way, like a light on every bruise. Not to shame the fact they're there, but to help them finally heal. I can feel my own voice shaking on the names I never said, and your eyes stay soft and steady, like they're holding every note. If this turns into a story that we tell some future friends, they might think the star was fireworks, first big kiss or crowded room. But I'll know it really started when you didn't look away from a verse about my damage, sung in some small smoky bar. The way you listen hurts in a good way, like a light on every bruise. Not to shame the fact they're there, but to help them finally heal. I can feel my own voice shaking on the names I never said, and your eyes stay soft and steady, like they're holding every note. I've sung these words for other people. They never hit me quite like this. We pulled a blanket to our chins, then pulled the volume down to match. There's a playlist on the dresser, glowing numbers in the dark. Track 23 is some slow standard we've both loved since we were kids. You hit play and roll back closer till our knees are stitched in place, and the first soft drum and bass spread like fabric through the room. I say this one feels like cotton, you say yeah with satin edges, and we grin at our own metaphor as the horns tuck in our fears. We're under the blanket of this song, layers made of brush and keys. Every chorus like a corner, pull more snug around our ribs. We can let the world keep turning under floors and over roofs. Here we singer hits the lyric about never sleeping right till they found the right beside. You poke gently at my side. That's so you tease in whispers. I pretend I disagree, but my smile ruins the protest, and the record knows the truth. If a worry tries to wander through the hallway of your mind, we can wrap it in this chorus till it softens into night. We're under the blanket of this song, layers made of brush and keys. Every chorus like a corner, pull more snug around our ribs. We can let the world keep turning under floors and over roofs. Here we only need this cover and the warmth of knowing us. When the last note fades to black and the speaker sighs to mute, we'll still feel the woven pattern of this slow and tender tune, in the way our legs stay tangled and our hands refuse to leave. Like the music stitched a promise right into our resting bones. We're under the blanket of this song, layers made of brush and keys. Every chorus like a corner, pull more snug around our ribs. We can let the world keep turning under floors and over roofs. Here we only need this cover and the warmth of knowing us. We pulled a blanket to our chins, then they pulled the volume down to match. They turned the house lights up, but left one small halo for me. Sound techs wrapping quiet cables, ushers sweeping whispered rows. All the velvet seats are empty, but you're leaning in the aisle. You said don't rush, I'll be waiting, like you knew I'd need this too. Time alone with all these echoes, and the echo that is you. I sit back down at the piano, though the show is done by now, and I play the song I didn't have the nerve to share before. On an empty stage, one light, I can finally be this soft. No big notes to break the silence, just the truth of how I feel. You're the only one still watching from the shadow of that door, and it's somehow less frightening than a crowd of strangers was. I don't say your name out loud, but I write it in these chords, little shifts that only you would remember from last week. The motif you hummed while walking down the hallway to my room, I have tucked it in this bridge, like a note between the scores. On an empty stage, one light, I can finally be this soft. No big notes to break the silence, just the truth of how I feel. You're the only one still watching from the shadow of that door, and it's somehow less frightening than a crowd of strangers was. If you come a little closer, take a seat in the front row, you will hear my hands confess all the things my mouth might hide. And when I am done, if ever, and you meet me center stage, we can leave this quiet theater with a different kind of song. On an empty stage, one light, I can finally be this soft. No big notes to break the silence, just the truth of how I feel. You're the only one still watching from the shadow of that door, and it's somehow less frightening than a crowd of strangers was. They turned the house lights up, but left one small halo